A volunteer organization in Gatesville is hoping to take their program across the state. Gatesville ISD's Friends on Duty program is made up of majority veterans and retired law enforcement and aims to act as an additional school security layer. 6 News reporter Sydney Walker has more on how one potential state bill could make things official. Sydney?
Yeah, Adam Fitzer, the group's supervisor, spoke to the Public Education Committee late in the night last week in Austin. If the House bill passes, they'd be allowed to codify their program and other ISDs could mimic them.
The way everything's set up right now, it's very reactionary. They do things once something happens. They don't plan ahead and say, hey, if this were to happen, would we be ready? And that's the mentality that we've really brought to it.
Friends on Duty, made up mostly of veterans and former law enforcement and first responders, is a volunteer group working to keep students safe.
They're people with a servant's heart.
Fitzer is one of them.
Everybody had something to do. I really didn't. And I saw what happened in Uvalde, and I started remembering about, I'd seen other kinds of programs, not at all like this one, but just stuff where they had volunteers helping at schools.
Fitzer was the first Friend on Duty. The group works entirely for free.
Having people who are willing to donate their time to help us out is a big, big deal, and we've been really thankful for it.
Fitzer reached out to Representative Shelby Slauson about a previous failed bill.
Last session, they saw a bill working its way through the legislature that would support what they're already doing. And we were very fortunate that they reached out and asked us to take up that cause and see if we can't help spread the idea to some other districts in Texas.
He recently drove to Austin and back twice in one day, testifying late in the night to the Public Education Committee.
I called them, so I'm on my way back. And they're like, are you sure? Because it could be late. And I was like, I don't care. We've come this far. I really want to get this done.
This bill could codify them as an organization and allow other schools to mimic their program.
We are so fortunate to have lots of retired veterans and lots of retired law enforcement officers, and they want to help. They want to help keep our schools safe. They want to help be a presence around our children.
They're now waiting for a setting on the House calendar for hearings. Fitzer is hopeful.
If that bill goes through, that would take a load off of us.
Regardless of what happens, he says it's all for the students.
I love these kids. I got so many of them that, come up and they'll call me like dad or something like that, and it makes me feel good knowing that they got somebody they know they can trust.
If the bill becomes law, the program would still be optional to ISDs, and volunteers like the one in Gatesville would still need to go through proper background checks.
But it sounds like a great idea. Sydney, thank you so much.